is Jaya Paderan, together with my partner.
I'm Maryann Yambot.
So we are going to talk about what is NATO. So NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or the Washington Treaty, was a joint group established in 1949 by the United States, Canada, and some Western European countries to ensure security against the Soviet Union after the Second World War.
Who are the members of NATO? There are 12 founding members of NATO. These are the Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, the United Kingdom, and the United States. As of today, each number increased by 30. Additional 18 countries, which includes Greece, Turkey, Hungary, Spain, Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Albania, Croatia, Montenegro, Germany, Poland, and North Macedonia.
NATO's purpose. The purpose of having this group is to ensure security of its member by political and military means against the Soviet Union, where it is clearly stated on Article 5 of its treaty, where an attack against one ally is an attack against all.
Within 24 hours, the Council took a decision which was the first time in the long history of alliance.
The Council agreed that if it is determined that this attack was directed from abroad against the United States, it shall be regarded as an action covered by Article 5 of the Washington Treaty.
I think that's a very positive signal for the alliance. It's not just rhetoric, we are prepared to actually do it when we are in that situation where we need to defend ourselves.
This was something absolutely dramatically historic. This had never happened before in the history of this huge and important alliance, and you began to get that sense.
How powerful is NATO? In the face of political and military alliance, NATO is considered as the most powerful alliance in the whole world. The organization itself contributes democratic values, including an intact cooperation to build unity and prevent conflict between countries. Its power doesn't just adhere military and political might, but also contributes towards peace and security of its members. It has the capability to undertake crisis management operations for its members and of the other international organizations.
NATO's stand on Ukraine. NATO condemns Russia's act on invading Ukraine. They are assisting the troubled country by means of weapon assistance, provision, and etc., but making sure that there is no attempt of direct engagement to the war itself. Since Ukraine is not a member of NATO, it is clear that their decision is to back out of the conflict unless one of its members is somehow involved. On the other hand, the group is trying its best to stabilize the situation. It's not also the first time that NATO defended the country from its neighbors' aggressions. Back in 2014, during Russia's annexation on Crimea, NATO fortified Ukraine's defense system by means of military training, cybersecurity, and more other assistance that made their country's defensive capability more reliant.
Fundamentally, the Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization is a congregation that revolts against possible Soviet Union's expansion after the Second World War, wherein it is a tool that aims to protect its members from harm. It is also a key to prevent a resurgence of nationalists in Europe and a bond to integrate the political interests of the continent. The purpose of our video presentation is to show that NATO can be effective in protecting security and stability through military operations in a world that is far different from one during the Cold War. NATO's value in the 21st century will continue to be ongoing debate. However, showing the actions of its military operations and the effect that they had towards preserving security can be a good guide for understanding what NATO's role should be as a new and complex security threats from a resurgent Russia and the Islamic State will certainly test the alliance and its military capabilities in the future. Once again, I am Maryann Yambot and my partner, Jaya Paderan. Thank you for lending us your ears.